At Seodaemun, I met Mina. It's a funny thing to know someone for 3 years and then meet them in person for the first time. I made Mina take me here because I needed to explore the next chapter of Korean history, the Japanese colonial period. Japan officially annexed Korea in 1910. Think of this as an all-out assault on Korean culture. Think about how life would be if a foreign government prohibited your language. Your language. As in, the doorway to our souls and our thoughts. The very fabric of our communities. It seems almost too cruel to be possible. Mina guided me through the grounds of Seodaemun, where Korean independence activists surrendered what little freedom the Japanese allowed them. Among the many stories, one face, swollen from the beatings she sustained, stood out as a symbol of the resistance. Yu Gwan-sun, at 17 years old. 17 years old, she dared to resist. Unwavering, stripped of her youth, her parents, her freedom, and her liberties, Yu Gwan-sun resisted. At 17 years old, the Japanese imprisoned her here in Seodaemun and tortured her until she finally took her last breath. Confined by these cold walls of brick, but no more cruel than the ones that existed in a society deprived of its freedom. Mina shared her thoughts with me.
I learned that freedom and
Yes.
peace, these are not free. Our ancestors had to shed their blood, tears, and sweat to give their descendants freedom. At this point, I'm asking myself, have I ever loved something or someone, taking risks or making so much sacrifice?
Yeah. Right.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
It's hard to pronounce, right? Are you ready to practice?
Yeah.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
감사합니다. 감사합니다 means thank you. So while you're staying,
I woke up at 5 a.m. to go to the DMZ. Not even an hour's drive north from Seoul lies the only visible indication that a war still resumes, although now out of sight and out of mind. The DMZ, or the Demilitarized Zone, is a scar that runs along the 38th parallel, 4 kilometers wide and 250 kilometers long. It is an expanse that ecologically has healed in the absence of human activity. The Japanese Empire fell in 1945, and Korea entered the global stage as 2 world superpowers pulled it apart, dividing brother and sister and inciting more conflict. The Korean War began. It appeared to me that the Berlin Wall pertained to such a distant past when I visited. But the DMZ is a living link to a past conflict that continues to the present. However, North Korea has remained in the past. South Korea industrialized rapidly after the armistice was signed. North Koreans on the other side of the DMZ continue to use cows to plow their fields, while South Korea has shot to the forefront of cutting-edge technology. As a foreigner, my heart hopes that one day the peninsula can be reunified. Before I said that unity was a value I immediately noticed present in Korean society. I know that putting together 2 halves that have each become their own whole may seem impossible, but I would imagine it as an example that the rest of the world could follow. To solve complex global issues like climate change, unity is what we need most. But for now, I can only wish for a more unified world in a more unified Korea. Next time, I will discuss the present situation in South Korea. Among the contemporary issues that the country faces, one fails to elude my mind's interest: female empowerment.